Okay, last one, and then it's dinner time. I'm hangry. So this one is about correlation, right? So the first thing we talked about was the correlation coefficient, and we said that the correlation coefficient, or the R value, has a range, and that range is from -1 to +1. -1 is going to tell you that there's an inverse relationship, right? Basically, what the R value tells you, I should probably explain that first, right? R value is going to tell you how related two things are, right? So what's the correlation between them? Is it like a linear relationship, so one goes up, the other goes up, or another linear relationship where one goes up and the other goes down, right? What is our, what's going on here, right, in terms of how related these things are? If you have an R value of 0, then that means no relationship. Right? If you have a value of 1, right, or close to 1, positive, then you have a great relationship, right? One goes up, the other goes up. If you have a value that's close to -1, then you have a bad relationship, right, where one goes up and the other goes down. A bad relationship. Okay, so we're looking for the relationship. The closer it is to 1, either in the negative direction or the positive direction, that's telling us that we're seeing a strong correlation there. Okay, so we are going to start with some data. I forgot to put in my 0 points, so I'll just move that down. Okay, so we're going to start with our data, and we're going to take a look at what an R value would look like, because I can generate that in Excel. You are not going to have to calculate the R value. You're just going to have to know what it means, right? So here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you with this relationship. Time with my dog Mozart in hours, and my level of happiness. It increases, obviously. So I'm going to insert a graph, and I'm going to do my little dot plot, and then voila, we have this beautiful thing, and it looks like there's a beautiful line there. When I put in a trend line, it says, indeed, you do have a stunning line. And now I'm going to move myself, because in this trend line, right, which I want, I can click on the arrow, right, and I can go to more options. You're not going to have to do this, so don't worry. But what it says is, it says display equation on the chart, and display the R squared value. Ooh, right? So R value is 1, right? Because one directly causes the other. They are 100% related, and it's a positive number, right? If we did the same thing for my time with Carl, we would notice that it decreases pretty significantly. Okay, so honey, I know it's Carl, but we're in like 2 minutes. He may have heard me. It's fine. Okay, so that's the R value. It's telling you, you know, one's going up, the other's going up, whether or not they're sort of in sync with each other. If they're super in sync with each other, either going up or going in opposite directions, then you're going to have a value that's close to 1, either -1 or +1. If they're not related at all, so like these data points would just be all over the place, then you would have no relationship, which would be an R value of 0. Now, when I take that R value and I square it, I get the coefficient of determination. And that is given in a percent. And basically, so here it would be 100%, right? And basically what that does is it tells me in a percent what percentage of hanging out with Mozart actually increases my level of happiness, right? So my level of happiness is increasing. Is it 95% Mozart and 5% comfy pillows, right? Or is it 80% Mozart and 20% I'm watching the Golden Girls, right? So that is what the coefficient of determination is going to tell you. It's going to tell you, okay, like exactly how much of my results are actually caused by what I think they're caused by. So that is the last that you will see of me for the evening, if you're lucky. I will see you tomorrow. Please, if you have any questions, post them on Schoology, and tell your friends to watch these videos if they're struggling with anything. All right, see you tomorrow.